couldn't get the keys, so you had to come here, you see? You had to come here.
Listen, they're going to give me the keys by force today. Even if I have to come to Old Trafford to get the keys, I'll do it.
You got the keys to Old Trafford though, you're in there.
I got the keys.
Mina, the Stretford Enders, you know what I mean? With the Stretford Enders, love that. Man United 3, Reading 1. Blew you away, great performance, goals.
It was good goals, I can't lie. That Casemiro, I think it was the second goal that impressed me the most. It was Joga Bonito football. Because I think Anthony had an assist, Fred had an assist, he had a goal. Come on, everyone's slating me for Fred.
Show some respect.
Put some respect on his name, but I'm happy the academy kids got some time. I think a lot of people were sceptical. Ten Hag went out with a strong lineup, especially up front. But this is a guy that doesn't rotate that often, even at Ajax, we saw that. And also, I think he was expected to go 1 or 2-0 up half time and then take off Rashford, Bruno, etc. Weghorst, for me, unsung player. What he was doing, I saw him in Wan-Bissaka's position at one point when we were defending, and he pickpocketed the ball off one of the Reading players and started a counter attack. That's what he was here. That's what he's here for. I know he's not, but he ain't scored 6 goals in the last 3 appearances. But that defensive press that he provides, the pressing is the first line of defence, and that's what he brings.
Is his work going unnoticed, do you reckon?
I do think obviously it's Reading, they're struggling in the Championship, but every fixture, one thing I like about Ten Hag is the winning mentality. He doesn't care if he's playing Reading today, if he's playing Bolton Wanderers tomorrow, he's going to put out a good and strong lineup because he wants to win something, and I respect that.
The other players today, some people were saying they don't know how Anthony got man of the match.
I was shocked. I was shocked in the Stretford end when they said, man of the match, Anthony. Everyone was like, what? I can't lie, but there was things that he was doing. You saw the Casemiro, his first goal, when that ball he put through, and then when Casemiro was celebrating, he was pointing to him, and I think the players know, obviously, he's getting a lot of slack. So Casemiro is leading by example, where he's telling everyone, look, this guy, he put a ball through for me.
Is he doing enough?
I think he's gradually doing bits, like even coming back and defending. I think that's a big part of what he does, because you've seen the premature development in Facundo Pellistri when he's coming back to defend and he's playing on the right hand side. Anthony is a lot more developed in that aspect. We didn't buy him for 100 million to defend, but that's one benefit that he adds. And obviously, for me, is like if he masters that left foot cut in, I will never complain. Today he had about 6-7 of those opportunities. I think one was on target. All the rest was wide, over, some straight into the stands, and he's developing that raw talent, and I have no doubt that he'll develop it. But for me, it's like that right hand side is up for grabs right now. Anyone can have it. Facundo can have it. Sancho
looking
when he
at
comes
that,
back, he can have it. Amad Diallo come pre-season, he could have it. Alanga maybe could have it. Obviously, Ten Hag has been reluctant to send. And one thing I like about Ten Hag as well is he's reluctant to send players on loan if it's not to a destination where he feels they could develop. And obviously, we know that Borussia Dortmund wanted Alanga on loan, but he's not sending him there. Facundo, he said that his involvement in the games, the last few fixtures, is proof that he's here to play. He's not going out on loan. So that right-hand side is really up for grabs.
Casemiro though? A lot of people saying how lucky we are to have him, and he just makes the difference in a way that we probably wouldn't expect him to in a game like today. But did the game need that little bit of flash, and how good was it to come from him?
It needed that clamping in the middle. That's all it needed. Reading, I don't think at any point they really provided a threat, bar the goal that they scored from a set piece, which we're still conceding goals from set pieces. Actually,
the first half, remember Malacia tried to chest it down. The whole first half, all right, we got a disallowed goal, but Reading made the best chance.
Yeah, that one chance.
And that's it.
And for me, it's like that game, Casemiro in the middle, he had it on lock. And sometimes I feel like he gives the ball away, or he gives 50% when he's going for the ball, because he wants to get that recovery and he wants to increase his stats. But he's a phenomenal player. When we signed him, people were saying he was coming for a check. People were saying that he was too washed to play for Manchester United. Yes, it's Reading. Yes, it's a Championship team that are a bit in the lower side of the Championship. But still, to come out and score 2 goals when you're not really known to be a goal scorer, you're not known to be that. And I think for me, that second goal, the way I was in the Stretford end, and I literally saw it curl around the players. Keeper stood no chance.
Is it? Because I need to see it back again, because I was thinking, I haven't seen the way it went in. Yeah, because it wasn't like a powerful shot. It was just placed into the corner.
It was just placed, and literally, as soon as it left his feet, and I saw it moving around the player, I was like, yeah, that's good.
Casemiro perfection, just
literally, and that was in 5 minutes, 2 goals in 5-6 minutes. even I think when he went off, we didn't. I think that what he was doing when he was on the pitch versus applauds to Casemiro when he came on, because he really was playing in that lone 6 role, and that's not where he always even plays.
No,
the last time he plays in that 10, and he came on and Fred was playing a bit more forward, and I saw him literally alternating to right back position. He was slotting into left back position. This is a young academy product that has all the raw abilities to probably come in and shadow Casemiro. I think he could actually be that, the kid that shadows him, because he can play in that 6 role, and we've seen against Charlton that he can play in that 10 role.
What did you make of Rashi today?
Oh, he was unlucky to have that goal disallowed. I watched the clip back. It don't really look like it hit the defender. Yeah, it hit the ball hit the defender's leg, and then it dropped to Weghorst for the header. Rashford just needs to continue the form. Like, he just needs to. I'm not worried that he didn't score today.
No, because he technically did.
He technically did.
And sat a couple down as well, a couple little sharp turns.
A few skills, bringing out the trickery, which I like to see. Also, even Wan-Bissaka was doing that. I seen him dropping the shoulder.
He's a different guy now, man. He's a different guy. Put respect on his name.
Honestly, he's brought out some new skills that I didn't even know that he had today. But all in all, I think it's a FA Cup 4th round. It's one of them games where you just have to get the win. You're going to come against weaker sides. Whether you put out a stronger team or not, that's a different story. But we can now focus on the fixtures to come, the bigger fixtures like the Leeds.
Are you resting play? Are you going to rest players against Forest 3-0 up at home?
It's interesting,
or do you think Ten Hag would do the same thing?
I would rest, but I don't think Ten Hag will rest, because I think that he genuinely thinks that he doesn't want to take any risk. Like, I saw today when they scored and it was 3-1, Casemiro and Elanga were warming up, and in my mind I thought maybe Ten Hag actually might be like, nah guys, sit down, we need to get this win.
Can't risk it.
He brought them on, and for the Nottingham Forest game I think he'll go out with a strong lineup again. I think Martinez will be back, I think Varane will be back. I think if we go up 1 or 2 goals, then he'll rest everyone, because we've got Palace in a few days after that. So
we need to have something waiting for them after they scored for us in the last minute.
Can I just say, I don't know what he'd done in pre-season in terms of fitness and everything, but they're a lot more fitter than they were last season. I think if this was this time last season, we would have seen some cramp in 20-30 minutes into the game. So kudos to whatever Erik Ten Hag and his management have been doing with the team, because clearly it's paying off.
Yeah, and your man of the match, is it Casemiro or is it Anthony?
Nah, it's Cass. Yeah, nah, not Anthony. I don't know how he got that one.
Nobody knows. Big up.